Hey, this is Reed with Smart Home Solver, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite thing to make your home look awesome without spending too much, and that's light strips. Adding light strips are really easy to set up and make everything look amazing. Well, almost everything. Nice try, Luna. But figuring out which light strips to buy can be a huge headache. There's so many different types of light strips out there. Lots of inexpensive, dumb light strips, all the way up to expensive, smart light strips, and everything in between. To make this video, I bought a bunch of different, highly rated light strips on Amazon. And the only ones that I didn't buy were LIFX light strips, which we had from a previous review about a year ago. LIFX doesn't even know we're making this video, so all of our opinions are going to be unbiased. So we're going to show you 6 different kinds of light strips, ranging from dumb, inexpensive light strips, so we're going to show you how to make smart, all the way up to the expensive smart light strips. And we're going to be putting links to all of the light strips down in the description below, so make sure you check those out. So for the first light strips, we went with very inexpensive white light strips to put under our cabinets in the kitchen. These ones are about $15 because they come with a power cord and a little dimmer switch. The light strips are pretty light and a little flimsy, but they go really well under the cabinets. We had to buy little wire connectors to bridge the gaps between the cabinets, and we had to buy a wire to connect each side of the cabinets so that there's just one power source to connect all the light strips. It was pretty easy to set up. These light strips did flicker a little bit occasionally. There's an adapter you can buy. And if you want to make these light strips smart, all you need to do is buy a smart outlet. Just plug the light strips in and you can control it with your phone or your voice. So for the next light strips, we went with color light strips to put under the bed. And these can come in 16 feet or 32 feet. And we went with the 32 feet because it fit perfectly on our king size bed to go all underneath and above behind the headboard. And it was about $38 for the 32 feet and I think $22 for the 16 feet. And these come with a little remote so you can change the colors, and the remote can be IR or RF. But choose RF. I think it was about the same price because you can point the remote anywhere and it will turn the light strips on and off or change the colors, as opposed to having to point it straight at the little receiver. And if you have Bond, which we've covered in a previous review, Bond usually controls fans, but you can program the RF remote with Bond so that you can use the Bond app or Alexa or Google Assistant to turn on the light strips or turn them off. For the next light strips, they're a little less expensive. These are coming around $13, and these go behind your TV or your monitor. And it just plugs straight into the USB outlet on your TV, which a lot of the newer TVs now have those USB outlets. And it's really easy to set up because it has little connectors to make that right angle. And the light strips, not only do they look cool behind the TV, but they also make the TV easier to view at night because the TV screen can be a little bright, and having that bias light behind it, the TV screen can be easier on your eyes. These light strips are only IR compatible, so you have to point it straight at the little receiver, but they are compatible with the Harmony Hub, which I was pretty excited about because you can use the Harmony Hub to turn the light strips on and off with your TV. The next light strips are a little smarter, and they're called the Yeelights, which I've never heard about until I was doing a little research, and they had pretty good reviews. They're only $30 on Amazon. You can use Alexa or Google Assistant to turn them on and off. They come with an app that you can change the colors. You can change the different white hues, and if you're not familiar with that, you can do like a warmer white or a cooler white, which is like a bluer compared to like a more yellowish red light. Overall, the Yeelights worked pretty well, but the brightness was the only concern that I had. They didn't go super bright and they couldn't go really dim. To install these, we just put these on top of our cabinets in our kitchen. It only takes a few minutes, and to get the wire up through the cabinet, you have to be a little creative. Now for the really smart light strips, you have the Philips Hue light strips and the LIFX light strips. And I'm not going to get into which one is better in this video. I mean, if you already have Philips Hue lights in the bridge, you're probably going to want to go with the Philips Hue lights. The LIFX light strips, they're brighter, the color's a little crisper, and you can change the different colors of the sections of the light strip. So you can have the light strips do multiple colors, whereas the Philips Hue, you can only have them do one color. The LIFX light strips have this feature called painting, and you can choose different colors and just draw on the screen, and it in real time is changing the colors of the light strips. It's amazing. And they have all these different modes you can click on. Of course, you can do the different shades of white as well. And they're so bright. I mean, these things light up our whole house. And LIFX light strips are compatible with so many other smart devices like SmartThings, Alexa, Google Assistant, Nest, Logitech Harmony Hub, If This and That. I mean, almost any other device you have, smart device, you can probably connect it to the LIFX light strips. So not all the light strips have to be smart. I have some IKEA light strips on my desk in my office, and they're underneath and behind the monitor. And I just have the switch hidden on the side of my desk to turn them on and off and change the colors. I can just sit down and press the button to turn them on, and it works pretty well. Light strips are something I highly recommend getting for how much they can transform your house and the impact it can have on each room for such little amount of money. It's pretty amazing. And my wife has put a little temporary ban on me buying light strips because I bought so many recently. But I think that will change because how good the light strips look in our house. I know we covered a lot of different light strips in this video, so if you had any questions about anything, let us know in the comments down below. We appreciate you watching. Give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe to our channel if you want to see more smart home videos, and we'll see you again next time. Next time on Smart Home Solver, is it possible to have too many light strips?